welcome to another episode with Ken and Amanda and our life in North Carolina.
What's up?
We just want to say that it has been way too long since we've made a video. We are going to talk about all the things that happened in October, although it's midway through November, but we're going to do November on a different video because we like to keep these videos under 15 minutes so that it's just easier for you guys to get a quick update and easier for us to create the video. So a couple things that happened at the beginning of October, so way back at the beginning.
That was rewinding.
Yes. We did re-engage. We did the re-engage conference. I'm not sure if we mentioned it on the last video, but it was us and another couple from our church.
It was like the second and third or third and fourth.
Of October.
If we didn't make one in October, then we wouldn't have covered that. But
yeah. So it was a good conference. We really enjoyed it. It was neat to see not all, but a couple of the people that we've been watching on these re-engage videos for the last 8 years in person. So we got a couple photos with them, and so we'll share those with you at the end. And then I only had one birth in October. It was successful. All went well with that mom and baby, and everybody was happy. And did my postpartum with them. Actually ended up at their house a couple times to help with a couple different things. But it was a good birth. And then what else?
What else?
Do you want to talk about why our background looks different?
So we're not in the RV anymore. We found a rental.
We did.
Amanda agreed that we could rent a house.
Yes, we talked about it over the course of the weekend, decided that moving or buying was just not an option for us right now with our jobs and the way our businesses need to accumulate time. And so I went to work on Monday, the 20th or the 21st, whatever that Monday was. And I let everybody in my office know, hey, just want to let everybody know that Ken and I will be looking for a rental. And if you guys know anybody that has a rental coming up, just let us know. And one of the gals in the office said, well, I know somebody who will have a rental, and I'm sure they would love to rent to you guys. And so we actually just drove out that night to just go do a drive-by. We just want to check out where it was at. It's about 10 minutes further east than where we were. It'd be a little further away from church, a little further away from work.
30 minutes.
So we wanted to make sure that we were going to like it where it was at. And the owners of the home just live about a half acre behind it. And so they came over. We spent like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was a while. We were here for a while.
And on a handshake and a smile, they said we could move in and they would get us all the other information, a lease agreement and all that kind of stuff. And so we packed up the RV.
Oh, and by the way,
moved on
can
Wednesday.
we move in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Because I called the RV place and our monthly turnover was going to be like that Friday. And then, but Wednesday was my only day I was going to not be working. So
yes,
it worked out. They were fine with it.
Yep. So we drove the RV. We made 2 trips over to get all the vehicles and trailer over here. And we moved in a couple days after that. We stayed in the RV for a couple nights just so, because we had to get like a bed frame and we didn't have anything else going on. So so now we're in a small home. I'll have pictures of that in a little video. It's a cute little rambler. We're in the middle of farmland, which is pretty awesome. Very quiet out here, except when they fertilize, then it doesn't smell so great.
Yes, but fortunately that doesn't last very long.
No.
So then we celebrated Amanda's birthday at the bowling alley.
We went bowling. Wasn't quite as big as the big bash that I had, 2 years ago in Washington, but we did have a couple.
Do you remember the big bowling bash? I'm sure everyone who watches these videos still probably went to that.
Yes. Yeah, it was a good time. So it was just one other couple and us, and we enjoyed some bowling food and some bowling, and then came home and unpacked some more.
This bowling alley, it's in Clayton, North Carolina. It has chicken nuggets that they're shaped differently, but I think it's the same manufacturer that makes the ones for McDonald's, because they literally tasted like McNuggets, but they were just a little bigger.
Yes.
I thought that was interesting.
That's pretty funny. Let's see. Oh, I was able to teach in October, which was really nice. I taught a postpartum newborn care class to some clients for East Raleigh Doula Co. And then I also have been able to teach a few classes, kind of the same thing, but just a little bit shorter classes for the Pregnancy Center. So that's been pretty awesome. They've allowed me to do that. The Pregnancy Center also had their big annual banquet in October. We had 32 tables.
Busted out the old suit jacket.
Yes, we dressed up a little bit for that. It was a great evening. I think the center ended up raising about $115,000. And so that gives us a budget.
She can keep her job.
Yeah, it got me a raise, which was great. And then it also gives us the budget to hire a nurse full-time. So we have somebody there for full-time ultrasounds. So that's pretty awesome. That'll be coming up in January. So the Pregnancy Center's doing good. I'm still working there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. And then the other thing that has been happening is we just have been piecemealing our home together. So moving from the RV into the house, all we had was our lovely couch, this couch that you guys are very familiar with seeing us sit on. And then
some of you have sat on this couch.
Some of you have sat on this couch. So all we had was the couch, and then we had to buy a bed frame, and we brought our bed in. And then, of course, like all of our clothes and everything came in. But we've had a couple friends drop off. We have a cute little coffee table. We have a nightstand or a side table by the couch. We got two totally different nightstands in our bedroom.
We realized that we had way more stuff packed into that motorhome. Every day that we brought more stuff into the house, we're like, oh my gosh, how much more could there be in the motorhome?
Yes. Yeah, we crammed quite a bit. Well, and the hardest thing is we put all those things were in cupboards. Like we had bins and they were in cupboards. Well, you take all that stuff out of the cupboards. Well, we don't have that many cupboards here to put stuff in. So a lot of it's just hanging out on the floor right now while we wait for different things, pieces of furniture to put stuff in. So we did get a coffee table for free from the local library, which was pretty cool. We had 2 chairs that we brought in. And
a dining room table.
Didn't I say that?
Oh, you said coffee table, but I thought you were talking about this.
No, I thought I said dining room table.
Oh, the dining room table came from the library?
Yeah, it came from the library.
Cool.
And then I found 2 chairs that Ken went and picked up off of Craigslist. So now we have 4 chairs. And we have a dresser and
Wait a minute.
a chest out in the
I didn't know those chairs were from Craigslist.
Facebook
I
Marketplace.
could have got murdered.
Facebook Marketplace.
Don't go to Craigslist. Isn't that where people go
To murder
and
people?
get jumped or whatever?
No, Facebook Marketplace
Oh.
is where the chairs.
I thought you were like,
Oh, no, that's only when they come to you.
I do have some life insurance, and
Oh,
so maybe
goodness.
I don't know if she was trying to get that.
He's silly. So we did get that, and then we have a chest of drawers and a dresser in the garage that our landlord actually brought over and dropped off that we have to get into the house.
And I learned a trunk or treat lesson.
Oh, we did trunk or treat too. We didn't talk about that.
I decided to make hot chocolate, and because I have a coffee trailer and I use Ghirardelli products, I thought, oh, well, I should think it'd be great to just have really good hot chocolate. And
Ken wanted to be bougie.
Well, I wasn't really thinking about it. I didn't intend to be bougie, but literally when I'm sitting there trying to make it, I'm like, okay, so now I have to use milk instead of water. So I had to buy a bunch of gallons of milk and heat it up so slowly. I could have, if I just got Swiss Miss, I could have like mass brewed batches in our commercial coffee pot. And so it would have just been way faster. So I spent half the time of the,
More than half.
I spent more than half of the time of the
Trunk or treat. In the kitchen. Heating up hot chocolate. Yes.
So that was a little bit of a learning lesson. I will do Swiss Miss next year.
Yes. Everybody was super thankful. It was great hot chocolate, but it was a little bit bougie for a trunk or treat. And Ken didn't get to come out and enjoy too much of the talking to all the people coming. We did have a really good turnout at the trunk or treat. So we were very pleased with that.
I did. Well, I was talking to somebody and I looked down, something caught my eye and I looked down and I picked up a passport. One of our guests had dropped their passport. And we actually tried, he was still there. We were able to track him down.
That's always nice. Well, those are all the exciting things that happened during October. We will add some pictures if we have any pictures or videos to the end of this, so you can kind of see all the things that we're talking about, including pictures of the house inside and outside. We'll have here, and then we will, in about a week, maybe a week and a half, we will get November's video out. We'll talk about all of the things that happened in November, including our missions trip.
Yes, and one thing I think that did happen in October was a lady from Smithfield Business Development
Oh, yes.
reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to make my coffee trailer a drive-through, like what you guys see a lot at home. And so I have emailed back and forth with her a couple times. So we'll see where that goes.
We'll see where that goes. So we'll keep you guys updated. And again, in about a week and a half, there'll be another video talking about all the great things that happened to us in November. We thank you guys for watching. We miss you. And from the time that we're making this video, it's only going to be about 2 weeks before we get to see you guys
We're
in
so close.
person. If you come to church on December 8th, we will be at SFC. All right. Love you guys.
Peace.